You understand? Said and what be the kind over the Shahan will say, idea. A bamboo you make one of the near my ego, a firm with you, below the film Hanoma. A idea police for her, students for, and so our hand will say. And I was shy, and I can say the idea traffic, and the back room. You can say air personal. I had a traffic a car will come there, so I know no answer that any said that I see share any moon. And to me to say, yeah, and 10 years for our mood in my baby, about baby, our hand will say, no, and I had a woman with my baby said, and yeah, Uncle Crazy, I will for the baby and I ticket, you know, and about baby one to see a man about the bar appears to do the same one say, yeah, I have traffic situation with security in India. You hear that an uncle will ever have.
That's one name that's it. Oh, dear, be any I best have any and what you come on.
The patrolman of that to be brave at the time.
Enya Abdullah Dasmani and I yedna twetwe enkomo se de aboma wane efia no pa no ene na kane Ghana ba penny na nakone du Ajeman Rollins ye peno krabre. Now Mobile Money Fintech Limited invites all shareholders to its extraordinary general meeting EGM scheduled for Monday, December 1st, 2025 at 11 a.m. The meeting will be held both in person and virtually. The in-person session will take place at the University of Professional Studies, Accra, UPSA, Accra Auditorium. The virtual session will be streamed live at the EMC's website, Momo Fintech GM. So, http://MOMOFINTECHEGM.com/, which also provides access to all relevant documents and information about the ECM, including the meeting notice, circular, and frequently asked questions. Shareholders and qualifying beneficiaries, as defined as the circular, participating virtually must use their unique access codes, which have been shared via SMS and email. Data usage for the virtual meeting is free for all stakeholders and qualifying beneficiaries in Ghana who are on MTN's network. For further information, shareholders and qualifying beneficiaries may contact info@ecsd.com.gh or visit the ECM website http://MOMOFINTECHEGM.com/. All attendees are reminded to bring along their Ghana card for identification. We look forward to your participation in the ECM. Thank you. Good Energy brings you Goy Super XP, the ideal choice for most vehicles. It is flowing wow at many stations in the country. Just go fuel up your vehicle and enjoy the smooth ride with all the benefits. Goy Super XP is quality and gives you the correct choice when buying regular fuel. Goy Super XP is fortified with a special additive that gives longevity to your engine, makes your engine perform to the max using minimal fuel, and it is suitable for most vehicles. As you journey the road, look out for Goy and look out for Goy stations with the Goy Super XP sign and go fuel up your vehicle. Goy Super XP, ube filisa Goy, good energy, Goy, yeah. Going out of Roma, and it's a new equable Musu and paying da Roma. Dr. James Cabana Bonfe Jr. Ewaha and pay the wa fan and who papa. Papa for Behel Bane. And the wa fan and who papa. Nyasem Kitwa. Aluta continua.
Victoria Aseta.
You are my brother.
Brothers for life.
For life. Oh, I found. Oh, my fe.
Who's a Fiat in time for the sea? Na ayi mfona doso tina say doni nyina o ma so ayi ekoye na se na akwandu die me ba na me ti say one ayi watwa mfoni ne kama
that's money
ayi a o man be ye oba pani dada na ye
okay
Ghana nintie ne mpani ne mo friend nyina hia ho
okay.
In fact I can say without any fear of equivocation say the entire state of Ghana is at the Black Star Square.
Great.
Simine wo kase sisi mayi nyina yi hunu se sebi mena nanom se serewe nya ufo nkwa na ahia no nso ye fun bi da ho no so na aya di nyama no.
Okay.
But only say oni feeling and as a sense bi say obehu de e koso ewo honmo na ansa na meko so no na
ansa na also beko be bia pese wo no. Greetings to Dr. Kabila and tell him I thank him for the kind words the last time. Honorable Rasta.
Oh, Minya.
Oh, Collins.
When he was on his feet, Parliament, and I'm saying, indeed, that is how the mighty minority must reflect. Name me the same Chevy Vincent, Honorable Vincent.
I know me name the other part in the
Cardinal. Yes, I me call Black Star Square, no. Me do for pa ba communia ba me no. Linda Kanko.
Yeah, and me yere tango.
Nalem. So we're free mu. Then na ye pre-burial service e won kan. Na wo makoye ba ko so St. Francis parish e wo Navrongo. And sana yakwa kusie ni wo Sandema. Unzo oye ne Azantilo.
Okay.
Aha ofia de shifi panti. Na eno so ye awufusum wo Christ the King.
Enti esa so ko.
Na ese me ko hon mo kra ansana.
Afa na ko na do.
Ti ni nya no de meka ne say ye mabusua yakọ. Ye mabusua hyeden. Ye mamu omamu no nyina so yan kafra. Na ya hwere adehye. Wo hwe Ghana eye indigenous innovation ana say kwan ya fa so eboa ma oman no yenim de ne ade aboa wo business area ene culture ne ade a nalem kasa na busa kasa nalem means beautiful.
Okay.
Now moto no nalem na waje so the confidence edge shase wo former US embassy ayewo usu eko dankwa circle towards Babia Advance Press one kona mu o ene nyame adom oni ni kuni kakra o ma hita nya Ghana nko nya bibre nko wiase fa na nyina ene say obayi ko ya sabri. I think she must have been 47 or so, quite young, yeah. But the impact in life. Yeah, mami na ko do one so di bi de, but ne ono so ko ya mamu nyina dem refer bie o mami enu no dem refer bie na ya mabusua no hyeden ne yakọ. De meka ne say o mo bra o ma bọ no ya ma ne nye hweso maye de ye wom. Ne nye wom ne ya ma ne nya futu seme maye. Na afi nso so ye nsre nyame ho adom ema wonom bra wo mo koje wo ma home kopem se yinyina ye bi hia eye owu sore anopa no me ye kwanhwani mi gidie me ye kristoni mi gidie no
sa na tie Dr. Sribo Kweku said Nana Akese, greetings to your panel this morning, but remind them remind them that phobia is winning this year's league. Dr. Sribo Kweku we are some okay.
Kaja is ni phobia ni opoku are seven no anope yesre na ohwe na
opoku are no crowd ye na phobia no nanye
emfa ho kra
you cardinal we dey do there dey to about ha dem ha yeah wo ha ye be say udi me wo fa say friend say just come on ye num Kokrokoo versus has.
Okay.
No, but I will be fair.
Sample size.
No, you are not being fair. Say you to Ababeng.
Fair bay.
No, say you to Ababeng.
Kokrokoo has open there.
Kokrokoo has.
Going up a observe question.
Now, Kokrokoo has near wine the fair.
Kokrokoo. Kokrokoo.
Dear the fair Kokrokoo.
Ubisa said the ain't fair. I'm say Kokrokoo.
What did he? You are not being fair to your own self.
I leave it.
Maybe what would you say? A bacalesa has of folk.
Maybe
multicolours. No, it's multicolours. I dear rainbow no. Maybe rainbow no. Maybe rainbow no.
Every team I say has. Empty corner Barcelona I'm time. Eddie off air. Eddie Palmer off air. Off air.
Kokrokoo.
Black and yellow. Maize, oh, there be. Come I know your history. The real history. Yeah, can now. House of folk, no, you be BIF. Oh, and
no simple.
Eddie Aquaba.
Who say Yanko?
Eddie Aquaba.
Do you want us to go there?
Eddie Palmer Aquaba.
Do you want us to go there?
Eddie Palmer Aquaba.
Cardinal. Major also.
Now what is it?
I don't.
Now as you go is now be wo ah as go ya cho abusafo no pe edipama wa ha ni refuse we free house call NDC ena no pe oba be Eddie, good to see you.
Charlie.
Me watch it.
Yeah, Mrs.
Now where there?
Say you call a chica crabber. Jumani dear. You the Jawane de Sia. Yes, it over. Oma, and say, yes, you becca. Okay. Send you feeling say. Yana, a bay. And the house, the end to be in Jahas, the end to be in Jania, maybe or Mamo.
Matthias, are there for the Nijayan? I dare for me, but I dare for. And as I has a fool. Now, Jesse, who come back, Yakaka, Sudinia, Ibu, Masia, anyway, you are not on the floor. I have the floor, and you must catch my eyes to be able to speak on this on this platform. The Honorable Member of Parliament for Otafo, Echo Vincent, as if we are a proud Catholic. Many are Christ as Umjuenka.
And Consum.
Now, what to say?
Onyamede na che rehone ewomu a
ye de nyame
me free Blaster Squares na bay.
Okay.
Me dru ho be 7:10. Me nim se me ba hanti no se me medical ko na me ko pay. Me last respect to the former first lady. Kadna nipa nse hwe o. Ina no e kakaye se na kwa ma bi no. Yenso oba bi ko. And so, never my Busiano Yako. Nyama Busiano Kafra. Do Nyamani Huno. Jatosu Munuso, so, Minya baby, a man in the chasse or Kalik, a sumu. In fact, young and on your call junior nines and ladies of Marshall. And chair, no to car baby. Enra edana ekusie no menuaba abenabema we had a lot of aspirations and conversations together. Unfortunately ne de no akate short nti ebeso twede ampo Nyankopon so se wo mo ano baby a okono Nyankopon ma no baby papa na wontena nim se ade kase pa na to the Nines and Ladies of Marshall for a walk for any. And I know yesterday was a very difficult day for all of them. Nyankoponya adumo ebeko na asia sorry kwase dey be na wotwe. Kwase dey be dey be wonu krum but cathedral there no be no kwase dey be na wotwe and we hope to go and support the family and the Nines and Ladies of Marshall.
Okay. Akwaba, yadase.
So me dase.
Na anope the part be dey studio.
I just said the enka bi shame na. Mam dedi kan the mam chair out for constituency. Ejo mo na mam ba bi tie. My employers. Nyo mo anka se enka me ni adwuma. In fact, in the 2024 elections, you know, when a lot of MPs were losing, especially from the side of the MPP, media Tafo Pankrono constituency for so
but almost someone to Kakasa Dane.
Ntibedo Mose say Omo Esadema Parliament bio. Na just about some few weeks ago now, Finance Minister Bar Parliament to come and read the budget statement, 2026 budget statement and economic policy no. Na no crane minya abotre tie no ye mitie no na mesanya abotre sa kenkan the detailed document ankasa senior mi hu budget a very incoherent, very inconsistent, to the extent that even proofreading was a difficult thing. Senior, I will prove to you. And now, majority leader, it can assemble on the floor of Parliament. And now I can say there's nothing like Ministry of Railways. But unfortunately for us, in the budget, Ministry of Railways was found in the 2026 budget as a ministry. May they build them a point for you to know how even this sanitary part, we have a big problem as a country. Page 74, Ministry of Railway Development, a ministry that has been disbanded, a ministry Yaguno. It finds itself as a whole headline in the 2026 budget. Ministry of Sanitation and Water Resources, Ministry Yaguno. Copy and paste in Tino. It finds itself as a major headline in the 2026 budget. Now, senior, unya abotre koshe 2025 budget na. 2025 budget no. Page 71. Omo de shemu nyame, and let me issue this caveat. Every document that I have quoted in support of my argument with respect to a year sanitary pad no. Document the bien who I may improvise and I say my free baby. I have just been reading from their own document. The 2025 budget, I will read in March. Asamoah, at force in catch and say, page 71, item number 375. Mr. Speaker, we have allocated 292.4 million to commence the distribution of free sanitary pads to female students in primary and secondary schools. And Yamana Meka almost allocated 294 million. With 294 million, as confirmed by Haruna Drusu, that money has been used. Senior, the same 2025 budget, in fact, you can go to the social sector, page 105, item number 636. They stated, say, to address menstrual hygiene challenges and reduce absenteeism among female students, government, in fulfillment of the 120-day social contract, will distribute free sanitary pads to 1.3 million girls. Senior, and almost about 2026. I feel the 2026, and they said they are accounting to the people how far they've gone with the distribution of the sanitary pads that they promised the people of Ghana. In the 2026 budget, this is what they said. To promote gender equality in education and reduce absenteeism, 6.6 million packs of sanitary pads were distributed to girls in public basic schools. Then it goes ahead to say in 2026, which means they are done with the 2025, according to their own budget. I am not the one saying it, because they are accounting to the people based on the 2025 budget. And almost say, 2026, they will need the same 294, because Appendix 4A of the budget, I can say 292 million is also what requested to be used in 2026. The senior media, based on the Omoa document, we did a simple calculation. 292 million no more use we divided by 6.6 million sanitary pads or matcha.
Scan saying
292.
92 million.
Yes. Now divided by 6.6 million sanitary pads. Ubenya about 44 Ghana cedis. What about her? Ubenya about 44 Ghana cedis. And this is what I raised on the floor of Parliament. Senior, when him say, Matro and RTI to request for the procurement details, the amount of money that was used in the purchase of the sanitary pad for 2 months in a year, no response has been given to me from the Ministry of Education. Me what the right?
Sir, flag or request no.
Well, that's what I'm saying, that I have a right as a citizen of this country to be able to request for such information from the ministry. Unfortunately, it has not been given to me. But I'm saying that per their own document, each pad will cost 44 Ghana cedis. Now, make us hurry and address sorry on point of order, saying said the information that I have given is wrong. And I say, information be mama, me my information be I won't know my information. And in fact, I went ahead to go and quote to them Omo ankasa document at forcing a quote on the Ministry of Finance website, any almost social media handles. What share that document you are to forcing himself in a post here, saying say because of the effective management of the economy, sanitary pad is now 15 Ghana cedis. In fact, and then sanitary pad be yaz maybe me to yaz with buy any yaz way 15 Ghana cedis. I'm not the one saying it. This is at forcing. Saying say yaz ya papa numpo and they always and papa Yes, na papa nimpo. It is 15 Ghana cedis. After forcing himself, posted this on his X account. This is 24th July 2025 at 4 p.m.
24th July
2025 at 4:01 p.m. In fact, at the time that I may make it a printout of this document, Nipa 1.4 million and actually 1.4 million views. This is it. And they did not use any sanitary pad, they used Yas, which is one of the most expensive, durable, and quality pads that we have in this country. Senior, and we know the owners of Wezo, and we also know, say, a friendly TV station, and that's an online TV station of the NDC. Wezo 4 went ahead to go and quote this as a publication. So because of the effective management of the economy, sanitary pad is now 15 Ghana cedis. I'm not the one. That's what I'm saying. Say every quotation, every it is based on a document. Now their response is that, pass in Ukraine 6.6 billion bill as it has been captured in the budget. Fair senior. More budget in they themselves say 6.6 million. Now I am going to prove to you a number of mistakes are my budget in, which I think that as a minority, and I'm using this platform as a minority, we should take our time and scrutinize this budget again. And that's how by the time you never no much Ghana for the because they themselves are telling us I don't know 6.6 no, you're wrong, but it is now 12.2 million. I'm not the one saying it. Haruna Drusu and the Deputy Education Minister has confirmed this.
Almost says 12.2.
Almost after 12.2. The only share budget 6.6 in Yanokre.
Okay.
Number 2. Okoshe page 165, appendix 4A, and the Ministry of Sports. Obodi Shemu say they are now going to build 6 mini stadia. The amount of money that they allocated was 200 million. Now, yesterday at the Youth and Sports Committee, where we met the sports minister Bekacha said, "Sir, 200 million no they share some build 6 mini stadia no." And please listen to me well. I am quoting him. The minister say, "Enya for 6 bill. Now feed the 200 million be 3." Please, this is cities. We are talking about Ghana budget, not US budget. The budget is a budget estimate of the Republic of Ghana. And the 200 million now, omodi abeshim wo ha say, omodi besi 6 mini stadia no. I feel almost omodi besi 3. I asked the minister, in fact I think the program was even live. I asked the minister 3 times, which he said, it is going to be 3. In fact, look at here, we say we budget in here. Your estimate now, the detailed estimate no. And the detailed estimate no gives a different figure, which is 270 million. Now let me come back to a more response no. Almost say 292 million no, will be divided by 12.2 million. Senior, yenye division no. Now
12.2 give us 23.934 cedis per part.
Almost 24, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So assuming that even what they are now telling us is true, maybe let me catch you some 15 Ghana cedis. When you see another sanitary pad, Piva, when you see 14 Ghana cedis. And I'm me for ministry there no. This is ministry for no sanitary pad or much amount kwadano. Senior, and then we are bema dear, but me babe church you the difference between what has been distributed to Yamano, how bad it is. How bad it is. If you know, your friend wood pulp. When I said the blood that will be coming. Into wood pulp, we know. The strength of the wood pulp, which is about 60% of the make of the sanitary pad. And then they constitute the amount of money that the pad will cost. So we senior. Maybe show the difference between we know and the yes sanitary pad. The difference between the two, the pulp the wood pulp no senior na hwe we no this is the quality one which is 15 Ghana cedis na hwe the omo achema ye nkra no which is the wood pulp if you don't take care say we ubechima nenso so senior patro who difference no yes I'm happy you've seen the difference senior patro who difference no yes when I say papa na 15 Ghana cedis no hwe the omo dia koma ye ma no eni your camera should capture it. This is what they have distributed to your mano. And the wood pulp in there is as weak as anything weak that you can describe. Senior, no a tender document for the purposes of protecting said companies in it. I will tender this in to you alone, Patro Farmer Boss. This is a tender document, Parliamentary company. A tender document from one of the people, and unfortunately, the other two that I had yesterday. A tender document from one of the people who tendered for 20 Ghana cedis. See now the price is there. Just check the summary of the prices. This is a local manufacturer. Company no Ghana ha. Ghana ha. Yes, sanitary pad EB. In fact, the wood pulp of the Omoya Wagana Hano, far better than Yas, far better than Piva, far better than the Omakoye Wiwahe. Oma quoted 20 Ghana cedis. Senior Patron who 20 Ghana cedis. No,
and a total of 11.503.
Senior man can't a total quote. No, yes, I'll be in Nama.
Okay.
The price, the unit price, no, or the summary of the price, which is the 20 Ghana cedis. In Tayadena. The patro any mishada your copy. This is it. Into my company in every home. I had then will be quoted 20 Ghana cedis. With 20 Ghana cedis, I'll come to the calculation. It's even high. But such a person did not get the contract. Obiba Culture say, oh, none the document crampo yana say senior. That is how come. But then the document, full document in the Dabahano. In the assessment of the full document, which I did with 2 procurement officers, for them to take their time and go through the procurement, the tender documents to see, say, is the tender document bereft of any procedural requirement of a document over here. They told me, say, the document is 100% intact. In terms of financial statement, it has been attached. The price summary, it has been attached. The bid bonds and everything has been attached. Everything is solid. Yet, a local manufacturer who was able to quote 20 Ghana cedis was not given the supply. Yet, Adia Yakofa, Mano. Now let's do the calculations.
No, how much or no, Yan Zabumbi.
I mean, your honum. Among my economists, Becca say. Even I think, in fact, it is Adam Smith who propounded that principle. Senior Mitian watch economies of scale. That the more you buy, the less the price. It is a me nam supermarket and a shop will be Tessanoha. Namakoto adie we back 15 Ghana cedis, which is yes. Numpoya papa. Now you got 12.2 million packs. Now catch me say to me 10 cedis. I will not agree with you. And all around this table, we can all agree and understand. Say we you got for 12.2 million packs. What tonic as a crown should be 10 Ghana cedis. Senior, let's do a simple calculation. 10 Ghana cedis by the 12.2 million, about 120 million. Or multiply 10 cedis by 12.2 million now, we 120 million. So the big question 22. Is, but just say 22. 122 million. The big question is, what is 122 million if free? 292 no me koto ade no aka 170 million. Muncha may be a 170 million afa. If I describe the government as a trouble government, I do not see how wrong I am. In fact, if they want to be wicked to us and tell us still no more 15 Ghana cedis, I deal with papa. Say man you so yes, a calculation no. I sebi. I don't want to use the word at the phone. But I deal with Omodiama Yankwadano. Me meaning say yes, employ 10 cedis, and say we employ 7 or 8 cedis. But we are using the calculation for the yards. 170 million. Where is it? In any case, if they still want us to use Omoankasa 15 Ghana cedis that they've quoted, 15 Ghana cedis by 12.2 million, which will give you about 170 million. Again, where is the 120 million that is left? And you'll be into me, Juma Papa be on farm or mine one. And I said, Debian, you better the poor. You better boy, you pomu here more Ghana. Ha. This is a man your phone, Yasika, one amount your phone, a deep dream of one. I don't understand.
Yeah, Kadna, me da say. Say, near Minya Bemana Kano. Say, you could see, say, he has really prepared himself for Niamana or Kano. And I will suggest to you, and I will plead with you, say, I am not armed with much of the information he is giving. Okay. But because Adieno has come over and over in their parliamentary sittings and all those things, you could say he has taken his time to research and try to look for documents.
Oh, me
pacho all here document or this support the argument no wakohwehwe enti anka me dey suggest am say because listening to the other side of or the other side no majority side no bia all ka wo ha bia no I've heard commentary upon commentaries issues no one say niama na o ka no enye ni nyina na ye na akwan so nti why not we doing it this way anka pemre na to unsa efre the other side also say say issues we no it goes to benefit the girl child of Ghana ya dia bia na anka ha adwen enkwada so ombe sorry so man ko school obi so mo a eye adie we adie ben a o se wabo ne nsa adie odi be siesie ne wabu ne nsa adie odi be siesie ne ho amana wa ko school no wentumi anko eno na di ekofa we no nyina ba ye nti looking at the benefit no na the benefit is very very keseneso but say obi nso be fa ho ahwen kwan de say ehu eno any nia ono so always red flag no but say yampo maybe I would have suggested say anka in the next sittings no anka yampo bia say be say yepo pa say we be invite the sector minister no Yenu Haruna for him to come say Nema we has come in the open as an open discussion into a dear no kafa ho anka that will be more better but so be candidate yes say yampo but he is able to supply at least some document and prove say ihwehwemo no wa ye no enye sa na etie na etisɛn no the other half should also come and tell us send the ade no tie say we are sa ebeboa because many of them in parliament and whilst they sit in the parliament they know most of these things behind the scene niama omumu no omuya ye public domain no enye ni nyina na yete ho yete tie bi ba wuti a we beka so there bi nia wuti ye no enye no kwade bia no it is give and take na akoye say yen timabofo no yen mum na kwakoye say omo di yen bo omo political football no a me feel say entwe ye ntimi de me pa chew to nsa na frɛ the other half no so man cheche mo a ewo this sanitary part issue no no mo so mo di abetuja so me nua kabila di me be onu be ya adwen a yen fa ni sa
beyond part and then our person can budget no
me I have not read the budget fully but from the little I've read from the budget me feel say well on the face of it ayara it is not as empty and I send you no can no well so many of look who tia asema ye ode and I would tie na be mathematics places
can be man nyamede
men can be man ode
so say asema ye ode na wotie can be man nyamede na mintie
on the budget itself
yes sir
say be me the way na be fa on agriculture like this, I say, you know, my interest now is to go more into agric. Enti niame wa agric no no. Me feel said the entire things on agriculture there, I take it wholeheartedly. Na a hot year, I feel said they were on point. Then main can A and B, because I am not armed with a document now for me to pinpoint a particular way be I met me I can say where now, but the entire thing I read about Greek there, I like it. My main fancy was
okay. All right. Doc.
Cardinal.
Yes, Doc.
We dear Mr. Medofo Linda Roberta Kanku, Nymphian Meka 48. Na meka enu ya na yenu ba ko yoko ode asende bi yenu ya danfo Bismarck Kwabna Jeche no wo data bank say onu so afimu a enche kra manfo ebeton sa afrese yenko na yi on the lighter side of life ochina Prempeh College here the 76th speech and prize giving day Cardinal the enkomo a akosu me nitintin bi aka won ho se etoda amanyosem ni tituye ni a yenya kwan edi oman nanim di ho nkomo se ye man no etoda ya na ya dwe se ebia wo mo a emme kasaye wo mo a entroye wo mo a umunni animu no wo mo tie a sebi ebia wo mo de wo mo tie sa akeke it cannot be so. Na da bia so meka se wodi nipa animu nkyere se wonkoa ne hodenfo anase obi a owa hoden ana oye nimdifo ana oye nyansani sabi ye wobi no mu a enim chen yen ye opi so wono mu a wom wo suahunu e chen yen enkomoi den a budget nkomo the finance minister de koye minua ayi asefo a member of parliament for Tafo. Tafo. In some obeka wo he wakan wo fi ho. Meboa. Obia wo mo a contradicting no. Entimi ma compelling evidence I say the all can oboa. Ana obetena fi he so wabo ne ho modern say obedia dance e wo de dance aba be chechire mu. Na eno na Cardinal Medeka say se nyina ye gitum se ye nipai amfum so bata ye ho na mekọ eye mizongo hausa kasa mu a ye wo kasa bi e kan se mutum dantara ni mutum dantara nipa mutum nipa no dantara tara ye enkono nipa wa boro so a ne nkono wuntimi nya du da enti enam santi ye kana ye yemfum so na ye gi atum anya de minua asefo aka ye nko ane nsem a ebia eyemfom so de who's the finance minister okobo mra bi a eni ye mra ye hihye mu Emma it took the former minister for local government local government decentralization and president rural development and
correct
Martin correct here say local governance act 2016
yes
Nampani Mahama ne first time no and yes amra no act 936 okobo samra ni di no ofra no act 923
yes it's full of mistakes
it could be a
me pacho enya kwa na fie ho ye friend of house of records enti se nipa no kano enye na no fafa na tiye wo tro wo ayi krata ni mu no de be kasa aye so it brings to question the kind of research, the kind of proofreading, ahweye and into boasia ye de beye. And another issue came up. The extension of another contract for the retired or retiring IGP, Madam for Christian Yonu. I have a very good relationship with him as a demonstrator in this country. One man demonstration graya be. That man no ye Greater Accra Regional Police Commander. No one kaza oh Bobby by near. Cardinal, that is not the issue, say, the performance and answer the competence. No. Obian Suma Mampani Mahama answer no said through the chief of staff and the secretary of first saying cabinet. Miamino Penny Callistus Mahama. Say on trust say adia a year constitutional provision article 199 amended in 1996 at the clause 4 kan ho say obi wo mu say obi di mfie adiosia okwa ahomegye mu enso oman no true mampani e wo ho kwan say ye extend the term no e ma no mfie mienu Simon mfie mienu ka ho na Simon mfie ba kwa ka ho e ma emro so mfie num. It was clearly stated. And so April 2 Mini Penny Kalisus Mahama issue statement say Sadia normal suspended. What suspended Bibina say oh sign their bar. And he didn't even have the power to suspend. It was an affront to the constitution. You cannot by executive fiat say constitutional provision suspended. Yeah. Who gave you that power? And so when you misunderstand your mandate and misrepresent it, you make such mistakes. Me article be media Sunday 2017 and I'm a Troy the first time when Nana Akufo-Addo had become president in the early days. Same similar sentiments, similar acts. Ye nya power na e na if say to me abro ya so and I say omamunu ye dia amaye forever. No, it's transient. And some of these informal errors no on the face of it is so glaring no. Ya kan ahobrasiemu na agietum. But uji wachinya enchire bibia say dwane ahantan arrogance ebonsamsu. And the moment you do that, you close the door to genuine critique. And I say asu obi yi wasutria ejina odo na misro ni no kredie so. O to sapunu mu. Ya emfasa anchechire man mani nye. Tia. Ose maka. Mewe. En say she. Ya hunu bi wo ya bakosemu. Ye nipa die. Nema bi no honmo a ye benya no wrong. Ye nya no wrong. Na so bi ka akoma pam. In fact so kan wo abufo so kra di atema. Wo response na important. Tie na yi papa na ewom no. Na mom de ya say oh entimi man sa entimi meanwhile evidence na show no and I say adanse we we wo mu say eko the Ministry of Education budget, but it was the finance minister who read it. Of course. So education minister cannot come and explain it. His explanation will be subject to what happens at the Ministry of Finance. And on Saturday in Komo because of parliamentary practice. Yes. Ye read budget we are members of parliament e debate e di hun komo. Enti bibia nko so a sabi asai enkan ne ye ene ye na say oh minister e bia we ya okan no me hwe mu no say yentie na so from and say exactly. It doesn't take anything away from the minister, and I want to believe say minia at a person knowing him kakra mi nim fa no no I hope say obefa we num e wo no kremu na ye nyina ho brase kwanso ye jetum say nipa ko ba ku bia ni ho no mo nko betima ye Ghana yi ena nipa ba ku bi su ni ho no ena ye agimaya ne su bi mada mpo ya je nkwa Yesu Kristo fo ye gidi no oba ye no wa meye one man show
den crofo kan
o di nipa na ye enya suafo du mienu no nkwa ifa na suafo no na mo bro adioson o mo bro mpempo. They followed him. The fact that he had a conclave, Cardinal Munamunim, why he Asafobena Nejumaye, Pope, and I say President of the General Conference of the Seventh Adventist Church in Kwane. No, who nipa yenu omuye juma yensum any nipa mesre na me de manu say yenyai amanyo semu ahomaso eni dwe emobia na mum tumidie aye tumidie papa no ye de ahobrase e ya de ketekete a efremamo o say esombu kokrokoo tumi wo mu adi tumi amayahunu se wo mu din ani wo mu dwumadie adi atese wo wiase fa na nyina che obi ade no omo amfa no sabi ahomaso ni dwe so na yeye won de ahobrase mpo animguase e ka wonom enso na ye bo won din a edin biara ekoto eno ena yenhwe yenni akire na bebo ye nyina medase ateme so medase pa edide na wo ka dwato
em say me onu kan ye no na me ya to the same line but no na me ka no say me no I would prefer pa say ono wa mami say one mami hint no. It is the finance ministry rule. Into why not we finding time? So no atwanka san to me and mahakrana. Mejidi say, oh wana bedi chie, I'm not bedi training ne can come. At least anybody at all could come from the ministry. At least somebody in good position. Bet to me abba. Now I bet clarify some of Nema Winomo because all cano right before me no. Our documentary proof or they can ask them. Ain't it you could see say waboni home modern appointing host ewo bebia ono wa realize say enye so mo wa no yibia so mo baha at least they can tell the public something enye kra no ya na edi to many more so mo fendi enim nti we yenso ya what the right to demand to know and no be na be kan nti bisraw me kan to nsa frɛ no obeba me gidi pa say ye kan so no mo tie wa so pemu obia we chanting obi we are not we chanting anybody wo frɛ na me gidi pa say wa ma the time ahodi ma no a ono abepem ra kan kyerɛ so time we no menya bre amama ba me feel say ye ni sa ya nyina will progress this nation. That's the whole but you see me ke obia ma be text message say and ya pass me the radio so and I see me maame and I me man kan wasem and I see you. It is because when you have as a for the whole thing through the budget straight because them say na budget no na we no them say niama ono wa amusa information dey we ni no or the fa ho them say yampa ye ya maame ajimankuledu them say ajimankuledu die say ye kana asema you did just briefly but I think say extensively no sa woman no enne ye republic here you see ye woman ana ye currently our modern dispensation politics are here we give credit to Nikon and many people say enye Rollins because on na breast no people were not willing to leave power easily obeshia in Crawford to say eya dem no mo kreku no they were not prepared to leave power and they were all in uniform but no so feel ni pemu say 1992 Kabila Bekai say yensanko democratic dispensation here and the modern democracy here practicing no say we give credit to Rollins here or Mampenyida Rollins yes our council biom say behind every successful man no, there is a woman now we be say now why and I know about the chidom I am say we had the opportunity to work closely with the woman for years and I can tell you say niaman for kikano ampa the woman was really powerful onimnioye oboni krechi don papa for the husband to have stayed in power during the revolutionary era for several years out to me survive near me sisi yi nyina yi em say oba no eye bi pa oba ne boaye but nia medika edition na nuonyam so pa ni say enam ajimankuledu eso ene negana for ma especially omo politics mo nyina no me ka say ajimankuledu ntia kan na say we ka Beijing conference
e kai pa 2000
emro mo ko baaye no ede na esi ye power ema wo Ghana nyina say look kane na ye see ema e second class to mema no enye ni say biom but nia oba betumi aye no nia be ma betumi aye no oba betumi aye but empo say ye ma oba no opportunities na obeye sing nia be ma ede ye em say san sema okeka ye no e shema no pi encourage omo kane no ko Ghana parliament
unfortunately yenya time to aso pa 24 anu si ho a si form
which day and my basic form enti ni America no be encourage e ma parliament pass me mo hwe say yes ye maami ama yes no saa keke say omo memorial lecture bia parliamentary women caucus na omo current parliament no omo suggest bibi sa fi bia no be memorial lecture bi dia mana anke be boa pa e me ma na hu say enam no so e no omo nyina omo abalam light no mesia
that's it. Arrow.
Well, senior, my main take this opportunity. I maintain on my community.
You know, 1 minute.
Oh, there 1 minute, bear 4 minutes.
1 minute.
Time Anna, Finance Minister Kasano, or can say Mam Yem Sheme. And I want to quote him, or almost quote him.
Yes.
No, yesterday, and no close. Yes, he came to Parliament yesterday. I said the way I share anything, see a close budget no. Minority leader Kasewi, a man 1 hour. No majority leader Kasewi, a man 1 hour. Then the Finance Minister will now come and close the session.
Okay.
To end the debate. And Okansemi, as some kind say, he has been listening to radio. He has been watching television. The whole of this year, Obetimiaka Esinibu say there has not been any increment or whatsoever in electricity tariff.
Did he say that?
Yes. I was sitting behind Afanyo.
Bring me the hands out next time.
Me patrol my own crop for and I say my penny for share video in form. And I'm quoting him. I'm saying that I to force him. I say one cassette PURC documents in pool or say and that is how I felt it. Then he's really out of touch. For a finance minister to say that Michelle TV, we have been listening to radio, and I can tell you on authority say the whole of this year there has not been any increment or whatsoever in electricity tariff. And maybe my research been by senior in May 2025 this year.
Listen, next week time brand
30 minutes. May 30 seconds. May yet to electricity move 14.75%. July yet to move 2.45%. And October yes out to move 1.14%. Cumulatively 17.4%.
Point noted.
Water tariff.
Just
a second. Water tariff. January, April, no increment. May, you to move 4.02%. And so the minister cannot say this year there has not been any increment in the electricity tariff. And for him to say the information, that's any basis, if we radio or TV, I was shocked that the minister said that.
And I'm shocked. So person of family time come on. Doc, for me now go.
Cardinal.
Doc.
The Edikan.
The Edikan.
Okay, one. Me feel say the air course so secular schools any religion asem no. Asem a ye nyina mesre say afa ni nyina no yemfa abodwochere abotre ene nokure ye ne enkomo. Me call Prempeh College. Methodist Presby. Me SD ni. But I had a reprieve. Memenda na min koye juma. It was a conversation between my father and my house prefect, not even my housemaster or senior housemaster. It was an arrangement that happened. But it did not stop me from attending all the Sunday worship on Prempeh College campus. Same here Adventist Sydney. Me papa el kase min choose Prempeh College because none need je Prempeh tradition. He knew Prempeh College was Methodist and Presby. And to me call on na uncle cassette, mammy ni share na ekoso no ehun. In fact, Prempeh College is actually a traditional malaysia until consider be a front to ma anopa. And you may be on one consider you may be on yes front to ma. But every Sunday morning you learn how to intimate say kakra from and to ma meet me friend ye be share be of ye but me perfect in Prempeh College. Mesra say sabi someone
and a table. To my friend,
and how to use the cutlery. Danny Hall. If I don't say you are not coding by force.
Me fancy me con.
Dabi.
Me kuta me see me born.
Oba come on. Wait me dey show console so abo. What are the show? Intentem. Ni nyina yesua. Bre a wo de be sori. Bre a wo be da. Bre o de be sua de. Ni nyina kafua na aye. Na me obinu mo aye nema bia omo ye ade from mo say religious zealous or bigots.
Or fanatics.
Or fanatism.
Come next time and define that for me.
Now, last one, Mr. Cardinal. You can say you paya, you canokre. Before Nana Kunadu came into the limelight in politics, there was affirmative action in Ghana. And first 10 women echo Parliament 1960. The Okase or no na my what
modern dispensation.
The modern dispensation, the number has gone down.
Okay,
the percentages.
Unfortunately, in that time,
there are positives and negatives.
Miss Doris Aban Amwakun or Mash Malcolm phones and beauty salon and no circle and La Paz and Wawoda Pius Bay Dubanson and the result I see my happy birthday. If I'm not from the Cardinal, Mitramu Magana's morning voice chairman Jina Kwame Sefakain, Yame Ayadoma next week, Obetenenka. There are some Jamunana Makramo.
Peace FM. When you are going to buy a paint, don't look left, don't look right. Go straight and grab the luxury acrylic paint. No be any paint, be paint. The luxury acrylic paint. Paint me champion. When you are going to buy a paint, don't look left, don't look right. Go straight and grab the luxury acrylic paint. No be any paint, be paint. The luxury acrylic paint. Paint me champion.